जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is 16th of June. It is Monday. It is Vamana Masa or Ashada Masa. And Krishna Paksham, Panchami Tithi. So there is one Vaishnav event today. So today is the appearance day of Vakreshwara Pandita. So Vakreshwara Pandita was present with the Shriman Mahaprabhu during his pastimes in Navadvipa. And after his acceptance of sannyasa, he also accompanied Vakreshwara Pandita, so from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So during the time of Lord's residence in Puri, he continued to live with him there as well. Shri Vakreshwara Pandit took birth in the village of Guptipara near Triveni. He was an especially proficient dancer and kirtaniya and could dance continuously for 72 hours. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began his pastimes of congregational chanting of the holy name of Sri Hari in Navadvip, Sri Vakreshwar Pandit was an important singer and dancer in that assembly. It was by his mercy that Devananda Pandit was delivered from the wrath of Mahaprabhu. He was also present during the Lord's journey to Ramakeli. Devananda Pandit was at one time known as the foremost lecturer on the Bhagavat. One day, Srivas Pandit went to hear his discourse, and being moved in ecstasy love by hearing the Bhagavatam, he began to cry. A few of the ignorant students of Devananda Pandita, thinking that this was creating a disturbance, removed Srinivasa Pandita from the assembly. Though this was done in front of Devananda, he didn't restrain his students from his act of disregard to the devotees' Bhagavat. So there are two types of Bhagavat, the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat. So for this reason, Devananda Pandit became implicated in an offense to a great devotee, Mahabhagavat. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to hear how his dear devotee Srivas Pandit had been disrespected, he gave many instructions concerning the Bhagavat. He told that those who read the book Bhagavat but don't offer respects to the devotees Bhagavat are simply offenders. Though they may read the Bhagavat for eons, still they will never attain the love of Godhead. The devotee Bhagavata and the book Bhagavat are not different. In order to understand the book Bhagavat, one must first sincerely serve the devotee Bhagavat. Therefore, Mahaprabhu neglected Devananda and didn't bestow his mercy on him. One evening, Vakreshwara Pandita came to perform dancing and chanting of the holy name at the house of one devotee from Kulia across the bank of the Ganga from Nadia. So, receiving this auspicious news, Devananda proceeded there, and upon seeing the appearance of the symptoms of his divine love in the person of Shri Vakeshwara Pandita, he became charmed. Gradually, a great crowd gathered at that place, and Devanand Pandit, taking a cane in his hand, kept the crowd in order as not to obstruct the ecstatic dancing of Shri Vakreshwara Pandita. So in this way, Vakreshwar Pandit performed chanting and dancing for 2 praharas, 6 hours, on into that night. So when he finished dancing and sat down, Devananda Pandit came and offered dandavats at the lotus feet of Vakreshwara Pandita, who became pleased with his service and blessed Devananda with the words, Krishna Bhakti how? May you attain devotion to Sri Lord Krishna. So from that day, devotion was awakened in the heart of Devananda by the mercy of Vakreshwara Pandita. Thereafter, when Mahaprabhu came to Nadia, so to have darshan of his mother and Mother Ganges, he bestowed his mercy on Devananda to Kulia. Because you have served Vakreshwar, I have noticed you. Vakreshwar uh, is fully imbued with the Lord's transcendental energy, and whoever becomes devoted to him attains to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna. His heart is the personal abode of Shri Krishna, And as Sri Krishna dances, so Vakreshwara also dances. Wherever one can get the association of Vakreshwar, that place is the sum total of all holy places and is as good as Sri Vaikunta. So Sri Vakreshwara Pandit's disciple was Gopal Guru Goswami, and Gopal Guru Goswami's disciple was Sri Dhyan Chandra Goswami. In his Dhyan Chandra Paddhati, Dhyan Chandra Goswami has written that person who was previously very expert in the arts of singing and dancing, the Gopi, the Tunga Vidya, is presently renowned in the world as Vakreshwara Pandit. He has appeared on the fifth day of the dark fortnight of the month of Ashada or Vamanamasa, and he closed his pastimes in this world on the sixth day of the bright fortnight of the month Ashada. While Vakreshwara danced, Mahaprabhu himself would sing and Vakreshwara would catch hold of his lotus feet, saying, O moon-faced one, give me 10,000 Gandharvas and let them sing while I dance. Then I will be very happy. Mahaprabhu answers that you are one of my wings. If I had another like you, I could fly in the sky. So Vakreshwara Pandita's worshipable deity is Shri Shri Radha Kanta, whom he worshipped in Kashi Mishra's house, which was also the residence of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These deities are still being worshipped there to this day. Okay. Shri Vakreshwara Pandita ki jai. Okay, that is from Devan's perspective, so we shall quickly move into our daily Shriman. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Uddhava speaking to Vidura and summarizing Krishna's pastimes. So he is in the Dwaraka, so enjoying with all his wives and families, Yadu families. Bhagavan api Vishwatma Loka Veda Patanugaha Kamanchi Sheve Dwarukyam Asattaha Sankyam Astitaham. So though he is detached from the matter completely, so situated in the Sankhya philosophy, so he enjoyed. And his face is always having Snigdha Smitavalokena Vacha Piyusha Kalpaya. And his smiles are so beautiful, and whatever his words, they are nectarian words. They are always relishable. And his pastimes, Charitrena Anavadhyena, it is flawless. Shriniketena Chatmana, and he is the abode of the his body is the residence for the goddess of fortune. Shriniketena Chatmanam. So in such a way, Lord is enjoying. And further, in order to stress that point, Buddha is mentioning that so the Lord has enjoyed in this material world along with all his wives in the Yadu family, and also in the about in the Goloka Vrindavan as well. So so he enjoyed likewise. Buddha is stressing that point. He enjoyed with all his Yadu families in the association of. He has got 16,108 wives. So likewise, Uddhava is mentioning here to Vidura. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, third chapter, and verse number 21. Imam lokam amum chaiva ramayan sutaram yadun re me chanadaya datta chanastrihi chanahridaya chana sauhridaha. Imam lokam amum chaiva. Imam lokam is in this material world. While he was here for 125 years, he was in the Yadu families like Vrindavan pastimes, Madhura, and then Dwaraka. So in Dwaraka, Imam lokam in this planet, amum chaiva in the other planets, in the other worlds. Amum chaiva is the next planetary systems, next birth. For if it is applied for us, it is the next life. If it is applied to the Lord, it is the next world. That is the transcendental world. Imam lokam amum chaiva, here in this material world and also the spiritual world. Ramayan Ramayan Sutaram Yadun, and he enjoyed Ramayan, pleasing Sutaram, and specifically Yadun, the Yadus. Reme Kshanadaya Datta. So he enjoyed by the night Datta given by Kshanastri Kshanasauhrudaha. Uh, So here Kshana is the leisure times, Stri with women, and Kshana in a conjugal love, and Sauhrudaha in a friendship. So he enjoyed with his wives in his home 16,108 palaces. Reme Kshanadaya Datta Kshanastri Kshanasauhrudaha. So likewise, Uddhava is stressing the how Lord has enjoyed. Imam lokam amam chaiva ramayan sutaram yadun reme kshanadaya datta kshanastri kshanasauhrudaha. It's a translation for this shloka. The Lord enjoyed his pastimes both in this world and in the other worlds, higher planets, specifically in the association of the Yadu dynasty. At leisure hours, offered by night, he enjoyed the friendship of conjugal love with women. And purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Gangi Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The Lord enjoyed in this world with his pure devotees. Although he is the personality of Godhead and is transcendental to all material attachment, he never the less exhibited much attachment for his pure devotees on the earth, as well as for the demigods who engage in his service in the heavenly plans as powerful delegated um, director in the management of all material activities. He displayed special attachment for his family members, the uh, Yadus, as well as for his 16,000 wives who had the opportunity to meet him in the leisure hours of night. All these attachments of the Lord are manifestation of his internal potency, of which the external potency is only a shadow representation. In the Skanda Purana, um, Pravasa Khanda, in the topics between Lord Shiva and Gauri, the manifestation of his internal potency is confirmed. There is mention of the Lord's meeting with 16,000 cowherd uh, damsels, although he is the Hamsa transcendental, spiritual, and maintainer of all living entities. The 16,000 cowherd and damsels are a display of 16 varieties of internal potencies. And this will be more elaborately explained in the 10th canto. It is said there that Lord Krishna is just like the moon and the damsels. Part of his internal potencies are like the stars around the moon. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So the Lord's enjoyment in the Dwarka, it is unlimited. So here Lord here, unless one is completely pure enough, he cannot come in contact with Krishna. So all these Krishna's wives and also the gopis, everyone, they're all previously completely purified from the material entanglement. Otherwise, there is no chance for them to come in contact with the Lord. So Lord comes here to enjoy with his devotees. To enjoy with his devotees. So in order to enjoy with the Lord, we must be pure enough. So for that one, the devotional service, it helps us. So gradually, completely cleared off kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, macha. So all the six, the enemies of a living entity, they'll be cleared out. Then he can enjoy with the Lord. So here the Lord enjoyed in this world with his pure devotees. Although he is the personality of Godhead and is transcendental to all material attachments, he nevertheless exhibited much attachment for his pure devotees on the earth. So here in this world, everyone is having a sense gratification. They wanted to gratify their senses. They approach male approaches female, female approaches male. It is on the bodily platform. But Lord performs his activities on the um, this is the Atma Maya or Swamaya or internal potency. So because of those internal potency things, they are manifested in this material world through the bodily things. It appears to that as is it mundane, but it is on the transcendental plane. As well, for the demigods who engage his service in the heavenly planet as powerful as delicate directors in the management of all material activities. And he displays special attachment for his family members, the Edus, as well as for his 16,000 wives who had opportunity to meet him in the leisure hours of night. So there, it is also described like all of those wives, they're serving the Lord, and the Lord enjoys. Sayesha Naralokes mean Avatidnaha Swamaya. When Lord appears, Avatidnaha Swamaya in his internal potency, Reme Sri Ratna Potasto, Sri Ratna, they're all beautiful women, and Lord enjoys. Reme Sri Ratna Kotasto, Bhagavan Prakruto Yata. It appears that Prakruto Yata, just like a mundane, Prakruta, mundane, as it is like that. But actually, the Lord, these are all happening on the transcendental plane, Swamaya. So generally, for example, if there is a person is dancing on the stage, just having some kind of puppets. So internally, for example, they're wearing some kind of dress, a new dress. One is appearing as a Narasimha dress, one is having another dress. But actually, these are all dress. But actually, internally, there is a person who is also dancing. Because of that, this outside appearance is looking like a dancing. But for us, it is like a sense gratification in the human platforms. They're trying to gratify the senses, but they do not actually dance through the heart or the in the spiritual level. So this is where Lord, the difference between the Lord, how he enjoys. Reme Sri Ratna Kutasto Bhagwan Prakruto Yata. So it is in the completely internal potency, Yoga Maya. All these attachments of the Lord are manifestations of his internal potency, of which the external potency is only a shadow representation. See, that is the shadow. And in the Skanda Purana, Prabhupada is describing these topics between Lord Shiva and Gauri. The manifestation of his internal potencies are confirmed. And the Lord, whenever Lord is looking after his wives and his families, याशां बृहत् पुष्करलोचनपतिः न जातु आपैति आहुतिभिः हृदि स्पृशन्. He used to give all kinds of facilities to his wife's gifts and then make pleasing them hृदि स्पृशन्, and he never leaves his wife and children. Likewise, he lived in the family. So these women, they are glorifying Krishna in such a way. They were also further mentioning the glories of the Krishna's wife, the Yadu family wife of Krishna. So, Nonam Vrataha Snana Hutadhineshwaraha Samachito Hesya Gruhita Panibihi Pibantiyaha Sakya Dharamrutu Muhuhu Vrajastriyaha Samuhuhu Yadasayaha. And definitely these women, they have done Vrata Snana Hutadhineshwaraha, performed Vratas, and then our Vrata Snanas, like that in the going to the Ganges or something like that. And Huta is the sacrifice. Dineshwaraha, Samachito, worshipping the Lord. He, Samachito, he, that is definitely Asya Gruhita Padibihi. Because of those pious activities, they became the wives of the Lord. Lord accepted their hands. And in such a way, Pibantiyaha Sakya Dharamratu Muhuhu, they will be able to taste the nectar of the lips of Krishna in those nights when they are spending in the Remesri Ratna Kotasto Bhagwan Prakruto Yeta. So in such a way, here their Hastinapura women are glorifying. For the similar reason, Brajastriyaha, also the women of or the damsels of Vraja, there are also Samuhu Yadasayaha, and often they used to faint frequently, just only for the sake of to taste the nectar of lips of Krishna. Yadashayaha. So glorify. That is how either damsels of Raja or Krishna's wives in the Dwaraka, they have got uh, that opportunity, because this they mentions Nonam Vrata Snana Hota Dineshwaraha Samachito Hese Gruhita Panibihi. They might have performed so many auspicious activities before. And here there is in the further there is a mention of the Lord's meeting with the 16,000 covered damsels. Although he is the Hamsa, transcendental or super soul and maintainer of all living entities. So the Tam Jiva Karma Padivim Anuvartamana. He is the maintainer of all the 16,000 covered damsels are a display of 16 varieties of internal potencies. Internal potencies. The Lord enjoys in the Goloka Vrindavana. Ananda Chinmay Rasa Pratibhavitabihi. There, Pratibhavitabihi. Tabihi is with the damsels of Raja. In the Golapura, he enjoys there. Ananda Chinmay Rasa. By through his internal potencies. Goloka Evnasati Akilatma Bhodo. That happens in the Golok all the time, eternally. This will be more elaborately explained in the 10th canto. It is said that Lord Krishna is just like the moon, and the damsels, part of his internal potencies are the like the stars around the moon. This is the combination we see. Krishna is dancing with all the gopis. There are so many pictures about it. So nicely. Krishna is like a moon, everyone are like a star. Likewise, Buddha is describing how Krishna has enjoyed. यद्यपि यद्यपि पार्श्वगतो रहोगतः, there it is mentioned तथापि तस्याङ्घ्रियुगं नवं नवं पदे पदे कवरमेत तत्पाद चलाप्य श्रीः जहाति कर्हिचित्. So even the goddess of fortune, she is Chanchala, she never leaves the lotus feet of Krishna, always serving the Lord. But this woman of Yadu family or Krishna's wife, they got opportunity, so they will never ever leave when they are trying to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. Whenever they get a chance. Rahogata, even though Yadapi Parshvagato Rahogataha in a secluded place, in the lonely place. But that is Krishna and Krishna's wives and enjoyment. So that is devotee and the supreme personality of Godhead. But in this material world, people they engage all of their love. Akshipta Atmendriya Strinam. Akshipta Atmendriya Strinam. In the Kapil Bhagavan says, Akshipta Atmendriya Strinam Asadinam cha Maya. They are attracted to this bodies of the women. Akshipta Atmendriya Strinam Asadinam cha Maya. by the external energy of the Lord. They are attracted towards the outside uh, beauties like that. Rahorachitayalapaihi strina sisunam kalabhashinam, and they will just rahorachitayalapaihi. In a secluded place, they also wanted to enjoy, but that is asatinam. So likewise, people are entangled in this material world by looking the outside things. But whenever he develops himself in the devotional service unto Krishna, purified from all material things which are mundane and temporary, and then he can enjoy with the Lord eternally once he is purified. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Imam lokamam chaiva ramyan sudaram yadun reme chanadaya datta chana stri chana sauhrudaha. Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Jayapataka, August 26th, 1970. It is a small letter. Can I request any other unallocated devotees to read it? Okay, I shall read it then. My dear Jayapataka, please accept my blessings. I thank you for your Vyas Puja homage telegram reading as follows, received yesterday morning. Vyas Puja, poetry to save the world. And serve the Lord, he left his home and his children's too. Two children lost, thousands gained. Krishna's mercy received in. Party splint, a stunning block with world God consciousness. The aim, his um, his divine grace bridges the gap to bless the world with Gaura Prema. Jay Patak's life is not his own. It's Prabhupada's to do with his own, with as his own. I feel very much obligated to you for your nice understanding about my mission. Your offer of service to the cause of our Lord is also welcome. I hope in future you shall be of a great help in my mission and I can count upon more when we meet. We are seven starting on Saturday, including one Japanese nice boy. Okay, your honorable wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have received no letter from you to Tokyo address. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So it is very nice. Vyas Puja homage. On Vyas Puja's day, devotees or disciples they glorify the spiritual master. And it looks like Jay Padak Maharaj on Vyas Puja poet, he composed this poetry. So this is Vyas Puja poetry to save the world. From there to up to here. It's Prabhupada's to do with as his own. Jayapataka's life is not his own, and it's Prabhupada's to do with as his own. Jayapataka's Maharaj's complete surrender unto Srila Prabhupada. Very nice. Okay, dear devotees, if you have got any comments or you wanted to share anything on this, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, so that is one Srila Prabhupada's stated. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening, Monday, again our week starts at 8 p.m. We have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Okay, so Radha Sekha Maharaj is not here with us for next 4 or 5 weeks, but we shall continue as much as possible. Okay, so that is our upcoming event. Tomorrow we have a teachings practice session at 8 p.m. Okay, that is update side from me. And did you want to see if you have got any other updates you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness? Kindly share. Otherwise, we shall conclude and continue with further chapter. If there are no updates, we shall conclude. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण कंचन everyone.